Chris, where you're once again melting hearts with an Instagram post just a couple days ago that your wife took you on an airplane asleep, holding your children asleep, with a bag of chips right there.
That's good parenting. That's how you put them to sleep, a bag of chips.
That's true. That's true. At the same time, though, you make all of us guys look bad, because that is just, it's hard to compete with that. There was just so much adorableness in that picture.
Oh, thank you. We'd had a big holiday traveling around Australia, and the kids were as exhausted as anyone, so I don't know, it wasn't my parenting, it was the lack of energy they had.
You were pretty exhausted too yourself.
I've come, all the way from Australia, and I stopped in LA for a night, now here, but no, it's great, hanging out with all the fans, and the people that keep us employed, and all the sort of love and appreciation. It's just awesome, so thank you, everybody.
And thank you for taking time on your busy schedules for good to be here. I know Philadelphia appreciates it. And of course, Mr. Hiddleston, you are a rubber medal right now. I was just reading today, within the next few days, they're going to announce what you could just go ahead and announce right now, that you are the next 007.
I don't think that announcement is coming. But I'm very gratified to hear the enthusiasm. There's not much I can say that I haven't already said, but I know your guess is as good as mine, to be honest.
So maybe you can confirm the title of the next one, 007 Ragnarok.
So it's going to be a very large ensemble, the clash of the two.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. Well, continued luck, potentially, if that does or doesn't happen. If not, I think we'll be okay.
For a Saturday afternoon. I mean, they're all good. So they're all great. I don't know. If I could one, if you could play one, Chris, which would be
love Shakespeare plays.
It is an underrated Shakespeare play. Tragedy of Thor, Prince of Asgard. I wouldn't mind to start with one day myself, actually. Probably, I would love to play. Oh God. Whatever I say, you're gonna hold me to it. I don't know. There's some great ones. I'm gonna give you three, which isn't allowed, but I have a microphone. You don't. Juliet, definitely, yeah. Will you be my Romeo?
Sure, yeah.
In that moment, we created a monster. Probably,
love up on the stage. For you too.
Benedict and Much Ado, thank you for the shout out. So Benedict and Much Ado, When I'm Old and Grey, if I make it that far, King Lear. And maybe the Danish Prince. We'll have to do it.
Great as any of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Winter Soldier.
Since this panel is
It was a big day for me. It's a huge moment. It was like Mowgli being accepted by the wolves. I don't have any brothers, so to have an on-screen brother is a lovely thing. Brotherly love. My brother from another mother.
I just finished watching.
My greatest source of pride is that I've been allowed to play so many different characters. To play different people in different contexts, some of them supervillains with daddy issues. Or to play someone like Pine, who I found is so incredibly romantic and courageous. He's such a brave, deeply brave character. It's all part of my joy at exploring the human condition. So I like them all.
I'd like to play a villain, not his average show, but I think there's, often playing the hero, you're restricted into, there's a certain sort of expectation and set of rules. You know, he has to be good, he has to do the right thing and so on. And I feel like that's why, you know, I love villains on screen often more than the hero, due to the sort of lack of boundaries they have and you know, the sort of exploration they can embark on. So yeah, it'd be nice to just something different.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
I don't think he did. Too stupidity. No, I don't think he did. I think it's more interesting coming into the next one, him having no clue, you know. But yeah, interesting question.
I mean, Loki does a very good impersonation of Odin. He really goes, he almost goes to the length that you've gone. Like he gets the costume and the eye patch and manages to get Anthony Hopkins to come and do it for a day. Yeah, no, that's his sort of mastery of illusions, I think. And what's exciting about Ragnarok is that it kind of, there's some questions that need answering, shall we say. Maybe you'll find out. Thank you.
So you all know. They call me in.
Donald Trump.
However, with the rumors of you going through potentially in 007, and your proclivity to dance on stage.
Definitely.
That question's for Chris, right? Yeah.
I think you should, yeah. Dance right now.
Does he slow up? Some people know more than I do. Tango. Pierce Brosnan dances it in the Thomas Crown Affair. I guess that, maybe. I'll pitch it for you. All right? So with thanks to the Donald, go and build a wall somewhere, dude. I'm so grateful, and we both got these roles at the same time in our lives, and obviously the popularity of the Marvel Universe is so reaches so far and wide, and I guess some of the other films we've made maybe don't have the same reach, and not for any reasons that we can judge. It's just that, you know, people love these movies all over the world. So.
It's funny because you kind of, I think both, you know, this was certainly the biggest thing we'd ever done and kind of kicked our career, and so you kind of spoiled from the beginning because then you expect that kind of response with everything. You're like, oh, not as many people turned up for this one. And then you realise, I know, it's because the Marvel universe is, you know, way larger than we are, and how lucky we are to be a part of it. And I think it's a challenge to then try and do things outside of those roles and get recognition. But you know, this role only ever gave me opportunities to do anything else. So none of it I feel any sort of disappointment about. You know, I think it's all, I just feel happy to be working.
Question, thank you, Luke.
Probably choose James Hunt from Rush. Probably just a character I love playing. Love the film. But as far as would he get along with whoever you choose, I don't know.
But quite interesting. Like, it would be quite interesting to have like meet-up between Jonathan Pine and James Hunt, wouldn't it? Jonathan, the night manager. Yeah.
We don't get that in Australia. It takes a long time to get there because the seas are rough and low.
Sorry, Chris, I have to make excuses.
I've got 3 kids, I don't want anything.
Or they could be like, oh God, what do you think? What would be the most interesting SmackDown?
How about Kirk from Star Trek?
Or the guy, what's the good character's name in Ghostbusters? Kevin. Kevin meets the Great Escaper from the Muppets. I'm so excited about playing him again. I really haven't played him properly since like the end of 2012. I know Dark World came out in 2013, but the last time I put the suit on was in 2012, if you exclude San Diego Comic Con. Include that or not, but thank you. So what I'm interested in really is how his attitudes have changed while Thor was away with his body, he's fighting a computer. I think you'll see. It's there's all sorts of interesting things. I'm 4 years old, and Chris is 4 years old. There'll be just new things we find. The most exciting thing about it is always that he is a trickster. It is trying to find new ways of him being mischievous, because I love doing that, and I hope that you guys love watching that. So, yeah, and let's not forget that there's no secret that the Hulk shows up in Ragnarok. And the last time Loki and Hulk were in the same room, very well for Loki, so he's got a few chips on his shoulder. Yeah, but it's fun. You'll see.
Okay, well, we look forward to it. Thanks.
Everyone knows the game. Goodness me. Well, there's a lot of men in that grouping. I have no judgment about that at all. The idea of playing that game, not PG rated. Yes.
Well, I think Thor and Sif always had a thing with one of the comics, didn't they? So they maybe have a thing in this game. Not what the hell is it? Warriors. She's the. Oh well, I call it the Warriors' fault, so she's the. Well, yeah. I haven't played this game, so I'm confused. Next question. It's going to take too long. We'll do this later.
You tried.
I tried, yeah. We'll see what kind of larger element. Is that larger than their individual disputes and they're coming together to sort it out? Who knows? I don't know. I just don't know any of how they're that far ahead with the film, whether we can.
Like it's like, when I came down to Earth, I brought you guys together. And now I've left and you're fighting each other. So sorry.
He's going to come back and eat them all.
Me too. Thank you.
I watched that movie, I was like, if you don't love that, we can't be friends.
I was going to ask how Chris was going to top that in the next Thor movie.
Bicep Kill the Hulk, maybe.
Yes, sir, the young one there.
If
I need a broom for the kitchen, so I just get a broom on it and then, close the door. You can do your housekeeping at night.
Do your chores, kid.
go to the gym, which was nice.
We like that you go to the gym.
We love that you go to the gym.
It was a lot different, you know. And we kind of came alive when we got there because I remember talking to Paul, the director, and not really knowing what the character was. And he said, "It's fine, but it's going to be a lot of improvisation." And we got there, and the girls and myself just started sort of, you know, improvising, and this character kind of took off, and he's completely wacky, and you know, needs to be rescued most of the time, and probably does more harm than good, and you know, doesn't even know how to answer the phone, and you know, it's just hoping he gets some free rent. He's hoping that comes with the job, which it kind of does. But
Chris, would you say that maybe Thor is the greatest performance you've ever given, and that Kevin is much closer to home? I can't wait to see Ghostbusters. You can't wait to see Ghostbusters.
Introduction and you know, hang out on the script, and me and Tom, you know, we just sort of instantly kind of got along, and we're like, wow, isn't this crazy? Because we're both at the very early stage, at the beginning of our career, and huge fans of you know, these comics and this story and what it could be, and talking about all sorts of possibilities. And every time we're at something like this, and Tom said to me 20 minutes ago, he said, "Can you believe that 6 years ago we first started, you know, this thing and these characters, and here we are." So, yeah, it was awesome.
I walked into Ken Branagh's office, and I had the response that many of you have when you see Chris for the first time, which is, Jesus Christ. Huge. And then actually Natalie arrived, and we went off and Jesus Christ. And we were dispatched to go and train together, and we went for a run, and you lifted some logs, I think. But it was really cool. It was just the coolest thing. And somehow we both felt like we had the best luck, and it was going to be this great adventure. And in that moment, we were completely bonded by it. And it has been the most incredible adventure, the whole thing. We're very lucky. Streets are clean. Taxes are low.
But essentially, the people are sad. Dictatorship.
Actually, new posters everywhere of Loki's face. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I could tell you, but I'm not going to.
We have to see it though.
Because you'll get to see in November 2017.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Trenches in the set. And so what I had to do was I had to essentially jump into these things, which felt like the most ridiculous thing I'd ever done. As if I was being Hulk smashed. It was just the stupidest. I mean, Joss Whedon couldn't keep a straight face. I couldn't keep a straight face. Yeah, so we kept ourselves entertained. But I'm glad the scene worked out.
You know, a scene like that's coming up, do you like try to sneak out of the set so you could watch him ridiculously jump from hole to hole?
Just putting fart machines in each trench.
No, I was happy to have the day off. You got this one, Tom? You got it.
Yeah, Paul did there.
Awesome. So first,
As a villain in something. I mean, quite like the idea. I mean, I think it's hilarious that he just wants to destroy me. It's a real fantastic he's got there. I don't know. What kind of villain would you like to play, bud?
No idea.
Like thinking Javier Bardem in Skyfall, you're thinking...
You can't copy someone else.
No, of course, yeah, do your own original work. Yeah.
Maybe subtly copy, you know, Loki or something. But no, just one with no parameters and no rules, and you know. But I don't know. I don't have an interesting answer.
It would be fun to do something contemporary with Chris.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd be nice to have the role reversal, you know, and play the villain and the hero.
like two anti-heroes. We just talking, we just don't take our time.
Everyone tweet this response.
How do you pick, like, it's like asking Chris to choose between his favorite children. What do you think?
I was going to say doctor, but I don't believe in anything, so I'm biased.
See, I couldn't possibly say, because I don't know that I will ever be either of them. But they're both great characters, obviously. So, big fan.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Just needs a little pick me up.
Vice is always tricky, isn't it? It's, you got something to.
Well, I remember being in high school and having a different idea every week of what I wanted to do and so on. And that came from, I just wanted to do something that made me happy. You know, and I watched a lot of people, you know, in employment that they didn't love and weren't inspired by. And I just, I want to do that, you know, I want to do something that takes me on all sorts of adventures. And then so I thought, you know, I'm going to be an actor. And a lot of the sort of career advice I got from my teachers was, wow, that's ridiculous. What's your backup plan? What's your thing? And I just never had one. I was sort of obsessed with this idea then. And I think you've got to truly love it because there is a lot of no's and a lot of doors being closed. But if that's what kind of fulfills your soul and that's what keeps you inspired and active in life and moving forward and continually sort of searching, and then I think go and chase it, do it, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But yeah, as I said, just whatever makes you happy, I think.
And really go after it. I mean, go after it and chase it down. Don't take no for an answer. Bash your head through the brick wall and keep doing it. The great tragedy is that one day you would look back on your life and say, I wish I had. I wish I had just tried it. I wish I'd tried this. You know, I've said this before, but we all get one life and it's a short one, and you have to spend it doing things that you love. And the more you love what you do, the more you inspire those around you, the more you create in an environment which is full of love and life and fun and energy. So go after it with every fibre of your being.
Funny if we did that or whatever, and then, you know, there's no sort of grudge held or animosity. It's just kind of a search for whatever the best scenario of that relationship or that scene is, you know.
It's fun. When I get ready, when I put the Loki costume on, it's like have a fun day. And it always feels like it's going to be fun, especially working with this guy.
Oh wow, that's cool. I might discuss it with him later. Thanks, Sarah. I had no idea that. Russian, or what? Well, he can. Let's get him up here.
It's like when all the Avengers are assembled in the room and Chris walks in, the air does change a bit. You kind of like start to get a little bashful.
Rub their hand.
Hi.
There's such depth in all of it. I really couldn't pick one, I don't think. And the reason I think he's such a deeply loved and admired playwright and a genius, and the reason he keeps being performed is that you can, at different points in your life, whether you're reading it or performing it or watching it, you find different access points to it. So maybe when you're younger, you love Romeo and Juliet because you can kind of empathize with that headlong passion. It feels very true to where you are. but maybe when you're older and you watch some of the later plays, you can empathize with the fathers and the kings or the queens or the mothers, you know. I think that is why he's so rewarding as a playwright. So it's very difficult for me to pick, actually. But he has, as a writer, he just has this way of speaking to everyone. He speaks to everyone's experience, which is extraordinary. Yeah.
She doesn't care your opinion about it.
I don't really read much Shakespeare.
That's why she walked away.
You can tell, right? Yeah.
Now she feels bad.
No, that's good. No, I did a Shakespeare play in high school. Didn't know what the hell I was saying. Still don't know what the play was about. It was called Much Ado About Nothing, which came out and directed, which I loved the movie.
Who did you play?
I played Don Pedro. Denzel.
Denzel.
Yeah. So I just kind of copied what he did. But I never studied Shakespeare. You know, I never went to school for it. And if I spend a lot of time reading it, I'll go, okay, I think I get the sense of that. But yeah, it's not in my sort of wheelhouse. You know?
I'd like to see Chris Hemsworth do Shakespeare. I've talked about Henderson, haven't I?
Just need little interpretations underneath it, subtitles.
Hi. Who would you play?
I can play any hero.
Yes.
I play Thor. Right here.
You're my hero, buddy. You're standing up there, even though you're a bit embarrassed. Good on you. We love you, mate.
And I love you.
I certainly couldn't have done what he did, even getting in line to do this at his age.
Give him a round of applause.
Let's give him a round of applause. And on that note, we're out of time already. We need to get you guys back to the floor. Thank you again sincerely for coming